Hi, good day. This is Miss LM and we're back again with another math video, and today we're going to continue our topic about triangle congruence. And as I've said from the previous video, meron tayong 3 subtopics for this topic, and nakuha na natin or napag-aralan na natin yung una, which is the introduction to triangles. So tapos na tayo sa definition at sa different types of triangles, and now we're going to proceed to our second subtopic, which is the CP-CTC theorem, or the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent theorems. So here, meron tayo naming the parts of the triangles and determining their corresponding parts. So now, let's proceed to our topic. So, CP-CTC. Okay. So, in this subtopic, meron tayong 3 objectives. The first one is to name the parts of triangles. The second one is to determine the corresponding parts of triangles. And the last one is to determine the congruent triangles. Okay? So, what are the different parts of a triangle? So, nabanggit na rin po natin ito sa properties niya before dun sa ating unang video. So, ilalagay ko po yung link down below or dito sa upper right corner nitong ating video. Okay? So, the parts of a triangle are the points or vertices, we have the sides, and we have the angles. So, here are the points, and then, we also have the sides. So, again, yung markings na ganyan, ibig sabihin, magkakaiba sila ng measurement. And then, we have the angles. So, eto din pong markings na to, it signifies or symbolize na meron tayong magkakaibang measurement na angles. What are the possible names of this triangle? We have triangle ABC or BCA, CAB, or pwede po natin baligtarin, CBA, ACB, or triangle BCA. Again, importante po na meron tayong symbol ng triangle dun sa unahan ng ating 3 vertices para masabi na ito yung name ng ating triangle. Then for the points, we have point A, point B, and point C. For the sides, we have the line segment AB or side AB. We also have the side BC and the side AC or CA. For the angles, we have angle BAC or angle A. We have angle ABC or angle B. And then we have angle ACB or angle C. So, alin po yon? BCA. So, ito po siya. Angle ABC, ito po siya. And then, angle ACB is ito naman po. So, these are the parts of a triangle. And now, importante po na malinaw sa atin kung ano-ano yung mga parts na yan at kung paano tayo mag-name ng ating triangle because yan po ay kakailanganin natin sa ating next objective. Corresponding parts of triangles. Paano nga ba natin malalaman ang corresponding parts ng dalawang triangle? So, here we have triangle ITZ and triangle YRJ. Para malaman na may corresponding parts tayo, kailangan nating mapakita na itong dalawang ito ay congruent. So, una dyan is given na itong 2 triangles natin ay congruent. So, paano natin nasabing given? Kasi nga po, nakalagay na congruent sila. Like, triangle ITZ is congruent to triangle YRJ. Kung given na po ang pangalan ng dalawang triangle na congruent sa isa't isa, malalaman na natin ang corresponding parts. Paano po yun? So, we have here point I, corresponding niya si point Y. At yung corresponding parts na yun ay equal or congruent. Kasi nanggaling siya sa 2 congruent triangles. We have point T and point R. Point T from the first triangle and point R from the second triangle, sila yung corresponding. Again, kapag corresponding at nanggaling sa congruent triangles, ibig sabihin congruent na rin sila. And then, we have point Z, corresponding siya sa point J. Okay? Again, given yung name ng triangle, nalaman natin yung corresponding points. Okay? Even though ang points ay for position lang at wala naman tong measurement, importante pa rin na makita natin kung saan nga ba magiging swak itong mga points na ito. Parang kapag meron tayong puzzle, di po ba hinahanap natin kung saan nga ba doon sasakto ang ating mga parts ng ating figure. So, again, given dito yung name ng triangles. So, ibig sabihin, kapag iniba natin yung name ng ating first triangle, that also means na yung second triangle natin, kung i-compare natin siya dun sa first triangle, may iba na rin yung pangalan niya. For example, we have triangle ZIT. So, from ITZ, naging ZIT na siya. Since nagpalit po yung position ng Z, ng I, ng T, automatically, since congruent itong ating pinag-usapan, itong second triangle, kailangan palitan din natin ng pangalan. So, ibig sabihin po nito, importante ngayon ang pagpapangalan ng triangles at paghahanap ng corresponding parts nito. Si Z, Ayan, corresponding siya kay J. Si I, corresponding kay Y. At si T, corresponding kay R. Okay? From these corresponding parts, may points tayo. Diyan na rin natin makukuha yung corresponding angles. So, from angle I, corresponding niya si angle Y. Si angle T, corresponding niya si angle R. At si angle Z, corresponding niya si angle J. Angle I, angle Y, angle T, angle R, angle Z, and angle J. Again, importante po na malinaw sa atin ang corresponding parts nito using the name of the triangles. From these angles and from these points, pwede na rin nating mahanap or mapangalanan ang corresponding sides. Okay? Sides naman. So, kung si I ay corresponding kay Y at si T ay corresponding kay R, pag pinagdugtong natin yung dalawang point na yon, magkakaroon tayo ng side IT at magkakaroon tayo ng side YR. IT corresponds to YR. Then, we have TZ. So, ito po yun. Point T to point Z, point T to point Z, corresponding ni T si R, corresponding ni Z si J. So, corresponding ni TZ si RJ. TZ corresponds to RJ. Then, we have point Z to point I, corresponding ni Z si point J, corresponding ni I si point Y. So, side ZI corresponds to side YJ. Okay? Again, these are the corresponding parts of these two triangles na napangalanan natin because we have two congruent triangles. Okay? So, ano nga ba at bakit nga ba kailangan nating malaman itong corresponding parts na ito? So, corresponding angles are pairs of angles whose vertices are paired in each correspondence between two triangles. Corresponding sides are the pairs of sides whose endpoints are the vertices that are paired in a given correspondence between two triangles. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, dito po sa ating unang example, malinaw na alam natin muna dapat yung vertices para makita din natin yung corresponding angles at ang mga corresponding sides. Okay? So, next is the CP-CTC. So, sabi ko sa inyo kanina, this is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So, this is a theorem based from this property. So, two triangles are congruent if and only if all of their corresponding parts are congruent. So, kung na-declare po na ang parts ay congruent at may kakorespond ito sa another triangle, ibig sabihin yung two triangles ay congruent. So, kabaligtaran naman po ito. Yung properties, parts muna ang nandyan, corresponding yung parts at congruent yung corresponding parts na yon, ibig sabihin yung dalawang triangles ay congruent na rin. So, in short, corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So, this is the theorem na lagi natin gagamitin when it comes to proving. So, pwede siyang gamitin as end na reason dun sa ating proving. Okay? These are some of the important symbol na kailangan nating tandaan. Again, kapag meron tayong ganito, ang basa natin dyan is corresponds to. Then, kapag meron tayong ganitong symbol, triangle naman yan. For this symbol, congruent to, and then for this symbol, we have angle. Okay, so let's have another example here. So, we're going to name the corresponding parts of these two triangles, triangle BTS and triangle EXO. Okay, so as you can see, these triangles have different markings, and these markings says that these parts are congruent. So, like, side TS, congruent siya kay EO, si side BS, congruent siya kay EXO, si side BT, congruent siya kay side XE. Kasi, sila yung magkakaparehong markings. Same as dun sa angles. So, kung may makikita kayong magkapareho yung markings, sila yung congruent. And again, from the theorem itself, CP, CTC, corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Ibig sabihin, kung meron tayong congruent parts, meron din tayong congruent triangles. At kung meron tayong congruent parts, meron tayong corresponding parts din. Okay, so first, alamin natin kung alin yung corresponding points. So, yung vertices. Importante na alam natin yung mga corresponding vertices. Okay, so si point B ay corresponding niya si point X. Point T, corresponding niya ay si point T. And si point S, corresponding niya si point O. Paano natin nalaman yun? Again, we can use the markings of the angles. Okay? Kung wala man po yung ibang markings, meron pa rin po yan na hakikitaan natin ng corresponding parts. From these vertices, pwede na rin natin pangalanan ng ating corresponding angles. So, we have angle B corresponds to angle X, angle T corresponds to angle E, angle S corresponds to angle O. So, sa tulong ng mga vertices natin kanina, we can easily determine the corresponding parts or corresponding angles of these two triangles. And from these points also, at sa tulong na rin po ng mga markings natin, kaya nating pangalanan din ng ating corresponding sides. Okay? So, if we have side BT, wherein tatlo yung kanyang markings, so ibig sabihin dito tayo sa XE, pero ano nga ba dapat? Is it BT to XE or EX? If we have point B and point T at side BT, meron tayong magiging corresponding side which is side XE. So, again, tingnan maigi yung markings kung saan patungo. We have side TS. So, ayan yung ating side TS. Kung papansin nyo, meron tayo ditong dalawang mark dun sa angle, papunta dun sa tatlong mark dun sa angle. So, ganun din dito. Side TS, ang corresponding part niya ay si side EO. Again, bawal magkapalit yung position ng bawat vertices. Okay? Then, the last one is side SB. May tatlo tayong markings dito sa angle, papunta dun sa isa. So, ganun din dito. Tatlo, papunta dun sa isa. So, we have side OX. Okay? And, if these parts are congruent, ibig sabihin po, meron tayong two congruent triangles. At paano natin papangalanan yung two congruent triangles natin? Kung pangalan natin sa unang triangle, triangle BTS, then congruent siya sa XEO. Again, kailangan po malinaw yung corresponding parts natin at importanteng corresponding part ay ang vertices. Okay? So, kung papalitan natin itong BTS or triangle BTS at magiging triangle TBS, ibig sabihin, mapapalitan din po yung ating second triangle. At doon naman po lalabas na ang kakongruent ni triangle TBS ICE XO. Okay? So, triangle EXO. That's all for this example. Let's have another one. So, we have here these two triangles. So, triangle PIN and triangle XAF. So, wala tayo ngayong markings ng angles at ang may markings lang ay yung sides. Paano naman natin ito mahahanapan ng corresponding parts? Here we have angles and sides only. Sila yung hanapan natin ng corresponding parts. Angle P, kanino daw siya ka-corresponding? So, tingnan natin maigi. Angle P ay nasa gitna ng side na may mark na isa and mark na dalawa. So, kung si angle P ay nasa position na yon, alin dito sa pangalawang triangle ang nandun din sa position na yon. So, we have here angle F. Next, angle A is in between these two sides. Ito yung markings nung side FA, ito yung markings nung side XA. So, hanapin natin siya dito. Hanapin natin yung may isa lang na markings, this side, PI, and then tatluhan yung markings, so side NI. And that is angle I. Then, the last angle, syempre, kung angle N, ano na lang natitira sa pangalawang triangle? So, we have angle X. Okay. So, from these angles, since yan na po yung corresponding angles natin, kaya na rin natin kunin ang ating corresponding sides using these angles. Kasi yung angles naman po ay parang kagaya na rin ng ating points. So, kung meron tayong side FA, FA. So, ito siya. Merong marking na isa. So, ano naman po ang kanyang corresponding sa first triangle? So, FA, we have here P and then I. So, that will be side PI. Ma'am, pwede po ba ang IP? Hindi po. Kasi importante po na tama yung position ng mga vertices natin. Next, we have side NI. So, ito yung markings ng NI. And then, kung titingnan natin dito sa angles, we have angle N and angle I. Angle N corresponds to angle X. Angle I corresponds to angle A. So, dapat, ang pangalan ng side natin na corresponding kay NI ay side XA. Then, the last one, we have side FX. So, yung dalawa yung markings. And then, si F ay corresponding kay P. Si X ay corresponding kay N. So, the side that corresponds to side FX is side PN. Okay? So, these are the corresponding angles and corresponding sides of these two triangles. And from these corresponding parts, these are equals. Dahil may markings naman nga po talaga tayo, makakapag-name na tayo ng ating corresponding triangles based na rin dun sa ating properties or dun sa ating theorem na CP, CTC. So, alin ang pwede natin gamitin to name these triangles? Ito pa rin pong angles. We have vertices PIN, makakabuo siya ng triangle PIN, and corresponding ni P ay si F, corresponding ni I ay si A, ang corresponding ni N ay si X. So, that is triangle FAX. At kapag pinalitan ng ating pangalawang triangle, XFA na, XFA. So, ito po, mapapalitan din. Kung si X ay nasa dulo kanina, at ang corresponding niya ay si N, napunta sa unahan, so si N na ang mapupunta sa unahan. Si F, nasa pangalawa, and then, ang kakoresponding niya ay si P, so si P mapupunta rin sa pangalawa. And then, the last one is I. So, triangle NPI is congruent to triangle XFA. Okay? So, malinaw na po ba ang ating theorem na CPCTC? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Okay, tandaan nyo pong maigi yung ating abbreviation na yun dahil madalas po natin yan gagamitin sa proving ng congruent triangles. Okay, so let's have another examples here. Ito naman, given ay name ng triangle, ano ang magiging ka-congruent niya. So if we have triangle ACB, so itong nasa top, A to C to B, kanino kaya siya ka-congruent? So, pwede tayong mag-list down ng points, pwede tayong mag-list down ng angles. Or, tingnan nating maigi yung ating mga markings dito sa ating figure. Yung A natin, ang ka-corresponding niya ay si E, papunta kay C, papunta kay D. So, triangle ECD. So, kapag naiba po itong name na to, maiiba rin po itong sa pangalawang triangle. Okay. Next, we have triangle EDF. EDF. So, ito yung name natin sa second triangle. Ano ang kakongruent na pangalan niya dito sa ating first triangle? E to D to F. So, dito po ay C to A to B. So, CAB. Triangle CAB. Then, the last one here. So, meron tayong dalawang triangles dito na nag-share ng common side which is side KN. So, automatically, si side KN, congruent na siya kay side KN. And then, we have this NI, congruent siya kay ND. Si IK, congruent siya kay DK. And, tingnan po maigi yung mga vertices, yung mga angles. Yan po yung magiging clue natin to name the triangles. So, if we have here triangle NKI, from this angle, papunta dito, and then papunta dito. So, ano po ang magiging name ng ating second triangle? So, we have NKD. So, the name of our second triangle that is congruent to triangle NKI is triangle NKD. Okay? So, sana po ay malinaw ang lahat about the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruents. So, once po na meron tayong two congruent triangles, ibig sabihin po, yung corresponding parts nito ay congruent din. Or, kung meron tayong corresponding parts that are congruent, automatically, those two triangles are also congruent. So, that's all for this video. Leave the comment down below kung saan kayo medyo nalilito or nahihirapan. And huwag kalimutang mag-like, mag-share, at mag-subscribe na rin dahil meron pa tayong third part for this topic which is all about triangle congruence. So that's all for this video. Keep safe everyone. God bless. Bye-bye!